Eagles visiting the Saints. Right now, the Saints are -2.5 with the total coming in at 49.5. Now, this is going to be an auto bet right off the start. Anytime that there's a game where it's 49.5 total points, I'm betting the under no matter what. It hit at, I think it's like 71%. Since 2022, it's hit at 71%. So I'm just going to auto bet the unders in this spot right here, just back in the trend. But let's dive into the actual game itself because I do have a side for it. So the Eagles are coming off maybe one of the worst losses ever. I mean, maybe I'll link the video, maybe I won't. Maybe just click on my channel page and you see how devastated I was because I am an Eagles fan. I mean, their defense, their pass rush, their offense was fine. Jalen Hurts played a fine game. There are some things, yeah, he could do better, but there's some things he could do worse. Saquon Barkley rocks. I mean, that guy is so good at running the football, and offensive line is so awesome. They're just some big guys to just run after, but there's a lot of problems in this defense, especially when you're visiting the Saints, who I was all over the Saints last year, and the Saints burned me for so much of my bankroll last year. It's actually insane, but they're actually good this year. I think the Saints this year are everything that the Saints were supposed to be last year, and it's taken the league by surprise. As I mentioned, I'm a big Derek Carr guy. Why? I don't know. We both have long eyelashes, and sometimes people think that we're both wearing eyeliner. So it's just great to see how amazing he's doing, but they are playing my Eagles, so I'm a bit nervous about it, if I'm being just crystal with everyone. There's so much movement on this game that for a second there, I thought that they gave the line a visa so it can just move wherever it wants. That was a terrible joke and a little bit of a reach. No one laughed. That's fine. Let me just share with you. The Eagles opened up at -2.5, and ever since that Monday night game, they just steamed all the way to +2.5. So it crossed 1.5, so it crossed 0. The Eagles opened up -2.5 point favorites against the Saints on the road, and by the time Monday Night Football was over and I woke up on Tuesday, very upset and pissed off still, the Saints were actually favored 2.5 points. So it literally swung, I believe that's 4 points, which is insane because it passed a ton of different key numbers here. And it seems like a lot of people are backing Atlanta with 70% of the bets and 73% of the money behind them. But again, you can take all of that and just shove it out of a window because we have to dive into the effective formula. So Micah Parsons kind of wants to be an Eagle. I mean, he doesn't want to be an Eagle, but he's a big Philly guy. We all know he's a Philly guy. He's not hiding it. I think he goes to a lot of different Sixers games, but it's weird because he plays in Dallas, but that's not his choice because he got drafted to a team. With that being said, when the Cowboys played the Saints last week, the Cowboys absolutely got destroyed by them, and Micah Parsons said when he was playing defense, it almost felt like they were motioning so much that he was stuck in a maze. So that's not a good sign if you want to back the Eagles here. So I'm going to go ahead and give a half point over to the Saints because if you're confusing Micah Parsons, our edge rushers are just not as great. Saquon Barkley had a fantastic game, except he missed that last catch to just lock it all up. If he caught that ball, he would have ran 2-3 yards, whatever, would have got the first down, and then that would have been game right there. But he dropped it. So I think he's going to have a bounce back game because he's one of those guys that strikes me as, oh, if he messed up one time, he's going to just be an absolute bell cow next week. I think the Eagles should get their identity back of, we are just a run team. We saw Jalen Hurts start just fanning out to the right. He actually did go up the middle and get some yards again, so that was very exciting for me to see. I'm going to go ahead and give a half point to Philadelphia here. The last thing which matters most is next week, and I'm going to be surrounded by all Eagles fans, so no matter what, I'm going to have to back Philadelphia in this spot at +2.5. Now, this was a crucial aspect of the effective formula. Is like, hey, I'm going to be watching this game with Eagles people. I don't want to be rooting against the Saints. It's literally as simple as that. Do I feel good about having the Eagles right now at +3 because I'm giving them a half point because I'm watching with other people? No, I don't feel good about that, but that's just what we're going with.